Hello everyone, welcome back to Blue Box. This is episode 21. I'm kind of low-key right now because I mean, this is coming at the end of a long day. I've done so many videos today and so much. I mean, I've basically been doing YouTube stuff all day. I woke up, I did 4 episodes of One Piece, I edited some videos, then I went to play basketball. That doesn't really count, but that did exhaust my body, playing basketball. And then I came home and I recorded a My Hero Academia movie reaction, which is coming out tomorrow, I believe, on this channel, so keep an eye out for that. And then I edited a video and edited some thumbnails, and now I'm recording this video, and this is like kind of very soon before I'm going to bed. So I've been like working all day. It's been like quite an exhausting day. But yeah, I'm still, looking forward to watching some Blue Box. It's just probably going to be more low-key. It's probably going to be a more chill video overall. So don't expect crazy things today, unless this is a crazy episode, in which case, if I watch this episode and I'm like, oh shit, things are really going down, I'll bump up the energy. I'll find the energy for it. But yeah, anyway, we're doing some Blue Box, episode 21. Last episode was the play last episode? I think so, right? Where are my notes on the last episode? Blue Box, here we go. Yes, I believe it was the play stuff last episode. So that was a cool episode. I enjoyed that a lot. But I don't have much to say about it, so let's just move on to the next episode. This is episode 21. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. But yeah, let's jump into this episode 21 of Blue Box. Ah, that's right. Yeah, she's back. Okay. Wouldn't mind seeing some Karen again. What if Chinatsu just like went, so how did her tongue taste? What did you think? Oh. She avoiding the conversation? Oh my god. Or is this a reward? Oh my god. Why are you avoiding the conversation? I mean, there's got to be some reason she just stuffed food into your mouth. A chance to blossom. Oh, good. Thanks, man. Good. Oh, you're single like me forever. Aww, that's sad. Oh, I thought you definitely saw her in the audience, but I guess you weren't looking out there. I'll have you know, she already confessed to me. She's not even thinking about it. Or maybe she is, but she's distracting herself. It was a quick release, but it didn't look like Curry's. Didn't look like Curry's jump shot. You gotta be more up, but that's not normally how she shoots. She shoots from her chest, but Curry does it up. Most NBA players do it like way higher. And you like that. You want him to focus on badminton. That's the whole point. Yeah, exactly. Aww. That's cute. Oh, I love Karen. Oh, shit. Good. Yeah, and she's a little introvert. Yeah, she was just playing. Oh. Oh, look at that blush. Oh, she's straight up asking. Oh, this is the first confirmation we've got in that in the show. Oh. This is one of those scenes that hurts my heart because it's so cute and makes me jealous. Yeah, I get that. You see him with someone else and that hurts. That's the first step to knowing that you like someone. Yeah, it's very true. Very true. Acknowledge that feeling. I really empathize with Chinatsu here. I really understand her. Oh, we're gonna see more of her? There she is. She's got a higher voice than I imagined. Oh my god. Wow, yeah, she just goes through guys like that. It's just always the looks. You too. Hug and kiss. She's hard to read because she doesn't express much on her face. For an anime character, at least. Compare her to everyone around her, she doesn't express much. They're just talking, idiots. A man and a woman is talking over there. Oh my gosh, Hina. I found my in. It's so funny to be that honest with him. Yeah, make him worry about it less. Show that it's not bothering her. Mm-hmm. As a manager. Yippee! I love her hair coloring in this anime. I like that it's slightly purple / blue. Everyone's so excited about it. Oh, that guy. Is that why you came here? Oh my god, Ayame. I won't be able to wash his jersey. I like that he has to be like a big brother to her. Yeah, it's my girlfriend's little sister, yeah. I'm getting more used to the voice, her voice now, and it does fit her character. It's a bit awful. No. Listen to her. She just said there's a spider. Use your bare hand? No way. Nice. Good job. Well, that's girlfriend material. If she can handle spiders. Oh, she hates bugs normally. So she really wanted this situation to be over. Somehow you signed up. Yeah. She makes it sound like she got forced into it. I like the way he said his name. Inota. You two should talk more. I mean, you were jealous again. You keep getting jealous. The sound effect. Aww. He's saying it pretty maturely. Although I wouldn't give a fuck in real life. I've kissed 1,000 guys. It's not a big deal. That is actually what he's worried about, though. He's worried about Chinatsu's view of it. Oh. Ah, another spot. Jesus Christ, someone fucking deal with this shit. Oh. I've got this song on my Spotify playlist now, and man, I fucking love it. It gets me so emotional. Another good episode. Yeah, I mean, as I said, this is going to be like kind of a low-key video, although I did get some energy back watching that episode, because it made me laugh a lot and it made me feel a lot of emotions. Wow, I mean, that scene where Chinatsu's like saying, kind of for the first time, I feel like in this series, like actually admitting her feelings, really, it gives me that feeling. I want to name that feeling because I guess the feeling is just jealousy. I don't really need to name it. But like there's like, just while I'm watching romance things, I get so happy that a certain scene is happening on screen. Like I'm so overwhelmed with the joy and the love of the scene, but at the same time there's this constant feeling in my head of like, this isn't my love that I'm experiencing. I'm experiencing fictional characters' love for one another rather than love that's in my life. And so then that's when the jealousy starts to hit. So I think I can just define it as jealousy, but it's a bit more complicated than that because it's jealousy. It's not like spiteful. It's born out of the fact that I am feeling so much adoration for what's happening on screen, and I'm so attached to it, and I love it. I love what's happening on screen. But yeah, anyway, so that was really nice, especially since like a lot of the series, it's from Taiki's perspective. They very specifically rarely show what Chinatsu's actually thinking about a situation. Like we can assume what she might be thinking or feeling, and we can read into her actions and her expressions and stuff, but like it's very purposefully written so that her actual intentions and her actual thoughts are mostly hidden from us until Karen asks in this episode, and we actually find out her true thoughts on the situation. And I really, really relate to it. Like, Chinatsu is one of my favorite characters in a romance series ever. Just like straight up, fully ever. And I think one reason for that is like I really relate to her in a lot of the ways she feels. Like it's a good combination of like I really like her as a person enough that like I can see why Taiki is head over heels for her, and I would be head over heels for a girl like this. But at the same time, I also relate to her, and so I also see myself in her, which is another positive for her character. And I think, like, you know, there's obviously the baseline stuff of like she loves basketball, I love basketball, but then there's also the fact that in this episode she's talking about romance and like how she likes Taiki, but she doesn't quite know if it's to that point yet, to like a proper romantic place. And the way she was describing it, I mean, she was kind of sloppy at describing it, but it makes a lot of sense to me because I tend to feel the same way. And I think a big thing is like, I'm going to speak for myself here, but I feel like Chinatsu feels similarly, where it's like, I tend to not really know when I like someone romantically. I tend to struggle with that. Because I have certain affections for people, kind of no matter who they are, that like if I start to connect with someone on any level, whether it's platonic or romantic or anything, I you know, I get this like warm feeling, and I get the excitement of like I want to talk to this person more, I want to do more stuff with them. And sometimes I get that just with people that I love being friends with, and sometimes I get that because I am attracted to that person and I want to have a relationship with them. But the thing is, like, I feel like I don't know if I truly like someone like that unless I'm like in a relationship with them, like unless I'm confronted fully with that situation and I actually like see how I feel in the relationship, because I kind of tend to overthink things as well. But I feel like, you know, a lot of the time I've had several situations where I've been like, do I have a crush on this person? I can't tell. And then I think after a while I go, no, I don't. I just realize like I don't really. I just like their presence a lot. I just think they're like, you know, I might think they're good looking and I like their personality and we get along well. And you'd think that's all it takes, but for me it's not. Like there's you gotta have a spark as well. Like, and a spark doesn't mean chemistry alone, because I can have chemistry with someone but not a spark with them. It really comes down to like me being in a relationship with someone and going, yeah, this feels good. This feels like I'm in a comfortable place. This person makes me feel good about myself and good about this relationship, and I look forward to seeing them more. Like, that's sort of the way that it has to be. But I kind of don't know that until we're in this situation. So sometimes there's been people, and I've even sometimes, you know, gotten to early stages of relationship and I've been like, I'm not feeling anything for this person. I'm just not, you know? And that happens. So I get it when Chinatsu's saying like, look, I like him, but I don't know if it's at that point yet. Like, I need to wait and see. And because it's tough. It's a really tough situation. But a big thing in this episode that they were showing several times is she does feel that jealousy. Like, even though I'm proud of her, because she doesn't, this is how jealousy is and is fine, you know? Like, jealousy, we can feel like is an ugly emotion. But I've always said, like, jealousy is, like, as far as I'm concerned, completely okay to feel. But it's what you do with the jealousy that makes it a problem. So if you are like jealous that, this is an example I give a lot, but if you were jealous that your partner is spending time with, let's say you're a straight couple, is spending time with members of the opposite sex, like that is something that people feel jealous of a lot, where it's like, oh, like I'm dating a girl and then she's got a friend of hers that's a guy that she spends a lot of time with. Like that they've been friends for a while, they hang out a lot, they have a good chemistry together, right? Feeling a little bit jealous about that, I think, is natural. I think that's a natural feeling, especially when you like someone so much. You're constantly like afraid you're gonna lose that feeling. So I get it. I completely understand where that's coming from, and I've had it. Like I've been in a relationship where I was definitely jealous. I would like to think that I was never ever controlling about that jealousy. But I think there was a few times where like maybe that like I let my jealousy show a little bit, and like that's not fair. So and then I think that there are definitely, I can think of times in my life where I definitely was jealous in not a good way, in like a kind of a, I don't think I was ever like fully horrible, but in a way that I was like when I look back at it, I think I shouldn't have been doing that. I shouldn't have been saying that because I was saying it out of jealousy. But I'm not going to give specifics because it's very private. It's very private information. But yeah, that is like it's something that a lot of people are going to feel. And this is, I'm talking to anyone here, no matter what gender you are, even if you have no gender. Like this is, I think, jealousy is something that a lot of us feel, if not we all feel. But then, in that example of like, you feel jealous when she's spending time with her friend or whatever. The problem comes when you say, hey, you shouldn't be spending time with him anymore. Like, you're in a relationship with me, don't hang out with him anymore. Or, like, don't, like, if you see, her put her hand on his shoulder or something like that, just be like, oh, don't touch him, you shouldn't be touching him, you're all over him or whatever. Like, that's a common thing that people have a reaction to. And for me, I don't think, especially if it's like a friendship that they already had when you started going out, especially then, it's like that, it's definitely none of your business then, because this is something like you're coming into the relationship and trying to change her existing relationships, which I don't think is fair. But like, for the most part, I think there are lines, obviously, where cheating begins, right? Things before that line, you shouldn't be policing, I don't think. Because in my mind, like, the whole point of a relationship is you're supposed to trust one another. And so what we're doing a lot of the time when we're trying to prevent our partner from like spending time with members of the opposite sex or whatever, is we're trying to put up these guardrails so that they don't cheat on you, so that they don't like fall for this person or whatever. And I mean, like, I get why you'd want to put up those guardrails, because if you put them up, then you have more of a chance of you and her staying together or whatever. But like, frankly, when it comes down to it, if someone's the sort of person to cheat on you, they're gonna cheat on you, like, no matter what guardrails you put up. So really, all you're doing is damaging your relationship with your partner, in my mind. The whole point is you're supposed to trust each other, because if you can trust each other, then you've got a healthy relationship. And if you can't trust each other, maybe you shouldn't be together. If you truly think that them hanging out with other people is going to make them leave you, or is going to make them cheat on you, then maybe you're not right for each other. Which is that's a sad thing to like think about and realize, but yeah, I've always thought, well, not always, this is actually something I developed while in a relationship. I developed this thought, and while single, that I really think, like, jealousy is something, do not feel ashamed that you feel it, but don't start to impose that jealousy onto other people. So I'm very happy. The reason I was talking about all this is I'm very happy with the way that Chinatsu handles it, which is she clearly feels jealous a lot of the time, but for the most part, she does not impose that jealousy onto other people. She like almost does a couple times, but I think she never crosses any sort of line. And so like, you know, in this episode, she sees stuff like, you know, that she saw the Hina play, and then now she's seeing Ayame, like, you know, Ayame's a very physical person. She doesn't mean anything by it, but she, like, gets freaked out. She goes and, like, holds on to someone. That's the sort of person she is. And that's why I feel like it's unfair to be like, well, that's, you know, you shouldn't be touching him or whatever. Because it's just like, she doesn't really know. It's not... And also, he's single, so it definitely doesn't matter. You know, like, there's definitely no lines being crossed there. Unless, of course, I guess, you know, there is a kind of a line being crossed, because he said, like, don't, like, keep your distance from me, and then she did it. So I guess there is a line being crossed there. But for the most part, like, she's not meaning to do that. And beforehand, she wasn't crossing any lines. So yeah, I just... but, like... Chinatsu seeing this and feeling jealous about it is a good sign that maybe this is actually like romantic love, because I truly, like, sometimes part of the time that I've realized that I don't actually have feelings for a person is when they got into a relationship or something, or they've been, you know, dating someone, anything, you know, anything that is vaguely romantic. And I saw that happen and I went, oh, good for them. And I didn't feel like, I didn't feel shitty. I was just like, oh, okay, interesting. And then I was like, oh, I guess I don't really have feelings for that person, because I didn't really care that much when I found out that they weren't available. But then, you know, if you find out that they're not available, or that they're like maybe about to see someone or whatever, and you feel kind of bitter about that, maybe you do actually have feelings for them. But that's kind of a sucky time to find out, because that's the time where you can't do anything about it. Like, that's when it's too late, so that kind of sucks. But stuff like this, where it's like, oh, every time I see a girl touch his shoulder, I feel jealous, maybe you start to realize, yeah, maybe that's jealousy, and maybe that's love. Anyway, that's Blue Box. Got some good Ayame in this episode as well. At the start, like, when we heard, because we heard Ayame's voice last episode or whatever as well. If you don't remember or don't know, I read the manga of Blue Box, and so I know Ayame as a character. I always imagined her having a deep, like, slightly deeper voice than she does. But as the episode went on and I adjusted to her voice, I was like, oh yeah, okay, no, it does actually make a lot of sense that she sounds like this. It feels like it fits now. But yeah, anyway, that's Blue Box, episode 21. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos, and like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, both this channel and my Jent Watches One Piece channel. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.